I'm here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. It's time for your local weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over now to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather on Main Street.
Happy Wednesday, I'm Kelly Rawson in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check at your forecast. We are going to see rain and storms around the area once again for today with a mostly cloudy sky, maybe a few peaks of sunshine. Starting things off in the 60s for this morning, eventually warming up to just the 70s for this afternoon, mid to upper 70s at that. Again, rain and storms will be around the area, and we will continue to see those filter in and out of southern middle Tennessee for the rest of the afternoon, even into the evening as well. So a little bit of a gloomy day. Make sure you have the rain gear as you step out the door for today, and you're going to need it with you for the rest of the week. We are going to start to see tropical remnants get closer to the Tennessee Valley by Thursday, and that will create plenty of rain and storm chances through Friday morning. We are going to be a little bit gloomy and stormy for Thursday into Friday morning. The second half of Friday, not looking too bad. Those remnants look to clear our area pretty quickly, but check out these temperatures into the mid 70s. For Thursday and Friday, and even for the weekend, we stay in the upper 70s at warmest. Now, we do hold on to a little bit of moisture with the chance of showers and storms pretty much daily, but we are going to start to be a little bit less gloomy by the weekend.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day here at Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is right here below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. Hot tea.
I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. So glad you stopped by today. I have the pleasure of introducing you to a mom with a heck of a background. So she is a military veteran. She was a doula at one point, a labor and delivery nurse, and happened to also be, from what I've learned, the first pregnant woman crowned Mrs. United States. She's also reimagined and really refreshed maternity wear for both pre and postpartum women. She is the founder of Lila Maternity, and today you get to hear some of her story and find out where you can find her shop here in Middle Tennessee. She has a great story to share and an incredible, incredible vision when it comes to maternity wear. Once again, for pre and postpartum women, I will introduce you to her in just a little bit. But first this morning, let's get a check of our headlines.
Hello, here's the latest news and weather from Main Street Media TV. A man was killed when his plane crashed into the Cumberland River in Chapmansboro on Monday, prompting an investigation by the Federal Aviation Administration and National Transportation Safety Board. Concerns about private drives with unique numbering systems causing confusion for 911 services were discussed during the recent Commissioner's Legislative Body meeting, with the issue set to be addressed further by the 911 Board and decisions expected in November. Clarksville Police Department warns residents as car thieves increasingly target Kia, Hyundai, and Infiniti vehicles due to their high-value parts and performance, and urges citizens to call 911 if they see suspicious activity. The Wilson County Schools Board has decided that students going into 5th or 8th grades in 2025 and living in a rezoning area can choose to stay at their current school, but parents must arrange transportation, and these students will have priority for open enrollment schools. The city of Springfield recently unveiled upgrades to the historic jail alley downtown, introducing new lighting, seating, signage, and seasonal landscaping as part of an ongoing initiative led by the Springfield Main Street Committee to revitalize the area. For more news and weather, visit us online at mainstreetmediatn.com. Thanks for watching.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
He shoots, and he scores!
We thrive under the lights. A city of performers. Putting on one heck of a show. Headlining night after night. Welcome to Smashville.
Welcome back. I am here with the owner of Lila Maternity Boutique here in Hendersonville. We have Caitlyn Schollmeier. First off, Caitlyn, thank you so much for letting me come into your space and sit down with you. What you have is incredible. This is not just your ordinary maternity boutique.
It's a little different.
It is a little different, but it is beautiful what you've done. First off, share with us what you have here.
Well, you know, I noticed there wasn't a whole lot of maternity stores, especially, you know, when I was pregnant with my daughter. She's 3 months old. So back, you know, at the end of my pregnancy, I was looking for clothes and I was like, there's nothing in the area, really even in the Nashville area, I wasn't finding much. So I wanted to make a maternity store, but, you know, I already had a maternity brand online that was a little different, not your typical maternity store. I, you know, sold my own, essentially it's an accessible alternative to a hospital gown, you know, labor clothing. I call it labor wear. I've actually coined that term, labor wear, which is, yeah, just clothes that you wear in labor or in the hospital when you're giving birth, something to make you feel comfortable and, you know, provide privacy and all that.
Well, before we talk more about boutique and the items that you'll find, talk about what you created when you couldn't find something that was just right for, you know, being in the hospital. And I know I've heard this from friends who have had children, multiple children. They're just, it's so uncomfortable when you're there. And you want something that's nice to wear. You want to look nice.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, I worked as a birth doula, and you know, my clients, they always asked me, what should I buy to wear in labor? And I never liked the things that I could recommend to them because what was on the market was just, you know, most of it was like frumpy versions of, you know, other clothes that you could wear. Or like, you know, for example, you know, a hospital gown with flowers on it, like more feminine versions of the hospital gown. I'm like, that's not what women want. So I created my Lila labor gown, which is, you know, it's a pretty, you know, T-length dress that's soft. It opens at the chest. It has a low back, so it's kind of sexy a little bit, but it has all the same functionality that you would need to get any type of maternal obstetrical care. I was also a nurse at that time, so I knew what people needed in order for their nurses and their medical team to get to places that they needed to get to.
What have you heard from expecting mothers? What do they say to you when they buy your brand? I
mean, I think the first thing that I get from a lot of people is how soft it is. People really like how soft it is. And I made sure of that. I spent a really long time choosing the fabrics for our labor clothing because when you're in labor, you know, the textures and things like that, they can feel different, you know, when you're in pain and you've got to like focus and zero in on just getting through those contractions. And I also wanted a fabric that was stain resistant so that you could wear it after the hospital, which was something different than what was already on the market. You know, most of that stuff was throwaway stuff. So I wanted something that was nice enough, high quality enough that you could wear it for labor and also postpartum, maybe even take it to your second or third birth. So yeah, I think that's the first thing people say is the fabric. People love taking pictures in them.
Oh,
and
sure.
We have all these matching things, like, you know, our matching dad partner shirts. They're, you know, you can also wear them yourself. It's like as a nursing shirt after postpartum, but they match, and we've got swaddles that match, and, you know, newborn outfits that match, and robes and all of that. You know, a lot of that's for the, you know, you want to take photos and you want to, you know, experience that special moment in the best way possible, you know, feeling covered, having the privacy, feeling comfortable, and beautiful and sexy. I think that it's just so important to kind of make that experience a little better.
It truly is. And this is one of your recent designs.
Yeah, so, you know, labor clothing is where we started, but we're now, you know, branching into maternity and postpartum with the starting of this store. And because I've had, you know, a background as a labor and delivery nurse, I've been to Vanderbilt's midwifery program. We also teach classes here. So it's more than just a maternity store. It's really, you know, all kind of highlighted and centered around like empowering expecting parents and their families to, you know, get the things that they need, feel equipped, feel prepared, feel, you know, put together and beautiful and powerful and all of those things through childbirth education and the products that we offer here. So this is, you know, one of my nursing and pregnancy, you know, dresses. I design a lot of our stuff ourselves, so it, you know, zips down for nursing accessibility, and yeah, it's just one of many products that we have here. Our most popular gown is our Lila labor gown. This is our original style. This is how we got our start. It opens in all the places that you need for your medical team to give you the care that you need. So it has buttons that come all the way through here to open for skin to skin, also for breastfeeding, postpartum. It opens in the front to allow your nurses to get to your belly for fetal heart monitoring, or in the case of an emergency, a lot of the things that we need to get to when you're pregnant are here. So it's nice and easy to get to, but it also has ties that help keep the gown closed so that you keep that privacy while you're in the hospital. And then it also has a low back that allows you to get your epidural placed without having to take the gown off. You can also have your team give you a massage or place a TENS unit or sterile water injections. Lots of different pain management techniques can be made easier with an open back. We have 4 different styles, and all of them have the same types of functionality. We have sizes that go all the way up to fit a size 30, and also even options for other, you know, sort of like diverse cultural communities, like, you know, the Orthodox Jewish community or the Muslim community. We have head coverings that go with our Nadia gown. That's our most high coverage gown. So there's something for everybody.
And it looks so elegant.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I do want to touch on your classes that you offer. Can you walk us through what is offered through those classes?
Yeah, so I mean, right now we're kind of just rolling out the beginnings of our classes. So we have, you know, childbirth classes, like I'm teaching, for example, a birth planning workshop next month. One of the things that I'm very passionate about as a nurse and just as a patient advocate in general is, you know, people feeling educated when they come into the birth setting so that they don't kind of end up down a path where they don't understand what's going on. It can be very scary. And then, you know, look back on their birth experience and wish something had gone different, or wish that they had said something different or understood something that, you know, would have helped them navigate that experience a little bit better. So my birth planning workshop is all your options, and not just the options that you might, you know, hear about from, you know, friends or family or, you know, from a pamphlet, but just all of it, you know, everything that you could think of, you know, is what I'm trying to go over with them. And then we also have, for example, Kelly's Music Circle. You can bring your baby, you can do music with, you know, instruments and all of that. Infant massage, you know, where you bring your baby in and you practice some infant massage techniques that help with, you know, development and, you know, body coordination for babies, and also help with like fussiness and colic. So lots of stuff, but we also want to add things like infant CPR and different, all the things that parents need, you know, to feel prepared.
And if someone would like to take one of your parenting classes, how do they get that information and to see your schedule, and how do they sign up?
So they can find it on our website, www.wearlila.com, and it's on our Visit Us page. They can also come in and visit us, and we can talk to them about it, and we have physical sign-up sheets here, and we reach out to people. So we try to make it nice and easy for people to sign up, and yeah.
Looking back to where you started and where you are now, and the women that you've helped to feel beautiful, to feel comfortable, what is that like for you? Like when you kind of end out one of your days and you're looking at your own little ones, what does that feel like for you?
Oh, it's so special. It honestly can make me tear up if I think about it too much, because, you know, this whole company, it started by accident. I never planned to do this. I designed the gown for my doula clients, my, you know, patients as a nurse, and just from putting it on a TikTok video and having that go viral. And then, now I get messages all the time from people saying that, that this made them feel comfortable, or that they're, they have issues with sensory stuff, or, they never feel like they can have the privacy. I have, people who, for example, they dress more modestly and they don't want to go into the hospital and feel exposed. Say that, this was the ticket for them to kind of just feel comfortable and have that, like, birth that they kind of envision, so it's very special. And I can't believe how far we've come. Sometimes I look at the sign outside, I'm like, that's my store.
Well, thank you for sharing all of this with us. And again, really, this maternity shop is for every woman of every part of their maternity,
Yeah, before, during, after, all of it. I always say too, maternity clothes are just comfy clothes, right? They have the stretchy waistband. Yeah, now they're beautiful, and they're, they make more sense. They're unique, a little bit more unique, because that's what I'm trying to put into the market, is maybe not so much of just the simple. I want you to feel like you can be a mom and you can also be sexy at the same time. Yeah, because you can.
100%.
We're doing it.
I love that. I like that. I'm going to say that one more time. You can be a mom and feel sexy too. Caitlyn Schollmeier, thank you so very much. Lila Maternity Boutique here in Hendersonville. Come on out, take a look at the shop and connect with Caitlyn. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Anytime. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today. Complete Service Heat and Air is a trusted provider of top-notch heating and cooling solutions dedicated to ensuring optimal comfort and efficiency for residential and commercial spaces. Complete Service Heat and Air is located in White Bluff, Tennessee. We do service and repair on heating and air the right way 24/7. Service, call us at 615-797-3997. Serving Cheatham, Davidson, Dixon, Hickman, Humphreys, Montgomery, and Williamson counties.
What separates us from other companies in Tennessee, that's going to be our mission to our customers, is to always improve the quality of life. That's from taking care of your pest, to a friendly voice on the phone when you call, to a technician that comes out, he's competent, he's going to solve the problem for you. We're considered a full encompassing service, so we're going to take care of 50 plus different pests, and we'll always have your back.
Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.